Hey guys, how are you? Guys and gals. Let me be correct. And let me address the ladies and gents because I do get both. Although at this hour it tends to be gent heavy, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Um, Welcome to the stream. I'm talking about why strangers, internet strangers in particular, are often your biggest supporters. Yes, trolls get a lot of airtime. I do talk about trolls. I complain about trolls. Actually, I need to adjust this angle. I complain about trolls so they get airtime, but honestly, some of the most supportive, kindest, and most encouraging people I've ever dealt with in my life are complete strangers that I've come across on the internet. Cacket's here. You are first, Cacket. Appreciate you. Whoop whoop. You need to be first with that like button pressed too. Let's go. Let's effing go. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, right. I was remarking that, yeah, I talk a lot about trolls, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but really some of the best people I've ever dealt with as far as being encouraging and supportive and giving me insight have been complete strangers on the internet. They've given me more insight and encouragement and support, both monetary and, verbal, than most of my acquaintances. And I want to talk about why I think that is. You ain't ready. You and Kakin might have something to say about you claiming first. He might have a little something to say about that, since his name appears above yours in the stream. That's all I'm saying. Tables here. Booms? What are booms, sir? I think I know what you're saying, but I think you can reach into your vocabulary bag of tricks and come up with something a little bit better than that. Go for it. Stretch. Try and bring something unique. Be creative. Use your brain cells. And also hit the like button. If you're going to be talking about booms, then why don't you give a big boom to the like button by pressing it. The reason I don't know what's going on with my voice. Let me have some water before I start telling you why I think internet strangers can be so kind. And as I'm saying about how kind they can be, I'm sure I'm going to get heckled to the ground just because that's the way life works. Right. I think very often people who know you, like know you IRL, know you in real life, because they're dealing with you in very mundane circumstances all the time, they want to think of you in a very mundane way. They want to put you into a box and see you as just that. Whereas people who are only dealing with you through mediums like this, they don't deal with you in mundane circumstances. So they're able to, project forward and see, your potential or just see the idea of you and what that, could do. So they are much more, what's the word? They have much grander ambitions for you. They see your potential. They see all that it could be. They're not limited by whatever circumstance you happen to know them in because you don't know them. So they just have this like wide open, optimistic view of what's possible for you. And I think that's so inspiring. So I love talking to people who have not met me in real life and have only engaged with me through my content because I get so much insight and it really helps me understand what image creation does, what the content is saying. Like I glean so much from it. And whereas people that I know in real life, I think there's almost like there's a resentment on their part, like they don't want you to be more or greater or different than whatever box that they've got you in. They have you categorized, and it's easier and less work for their mind for you to just be that. And so if you're any more than that, then it's like it's a source of irritation for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I think. And then I also think it's good old fashioned like crabs in a barrel, like human competition and envy. There's a feeling of like they wish you well, they want you to do well, but not better than them. Like there's that. So if anything you're doing looks like you might rise above whatever station they believe is your max, that's a problem for them. That's a real problem. Do your real life friends and acquaintances watch your streams? Well, I'll say this. The word friend I take very seriously. So I would say I probably only have one true friend and a lot of acquaintances. The true friend watches, yes. The acquaintances, I never tell anyone. So if someone is seeing it, it's because they've gone out of their way to like find it and see it. I've never mentioned it to anyone, but I'm assuming people will stumble across it, or especially if you get the kind of people that are like probing. And something about me, people will always start probing. I don't know why. Even when I'm just like, mum's the word. I don't even mention it to people, and somehow they'll still find their way to it. Not that I'm hiding it or anything, but I just don't want to be one of those people that are like yammering on about what they do, you know, in their private life or what they do to get their creative kicks. So I'm not going to ever really mention it. But people find it. Hey, Jib. Tan's here. What does the title mean by strangers and often kinder? Well, what I mean is, I'll get people that will have never seen me that are in all parts of the country or all over the world, and they'll be like, I love your live stream. Here, you know, I just wanted to tell you I think you're great. I think your channel is going to be huge. They'll just give you this like random support and encouragement that is so pure. You know, they'll just be really effusive and complimentary. And they might, and some of them even give like, here's something for your stream, here's a gift. You know, they'll send you a monetary gift, or sometimes it's just verbal, but they're like encouraging and really it's sincere, and you can see that. Whereas I find that people in your life, they won't ever just, you know, come correct and say, I think what you're doing is great. I see great potential for it. I think it's going to be great. They don't do that. They'll say something like, they'll try and give you advice. Like, what are you planning to do with that? How are you monetizing that? Well, you're not going to stop working, are you? Well, what, like, they start, you know, I don't know, doing things like that. They can't just like see it in a pure way. What about when you wear your merchant? I never wear my merchant public jacket, or at least I haven't yet. Now, as we approach fall, I may wear some merchant public, because my merch, well, there's a t-shirt that's short sleeve. I don't have the t-shirt. I have the hoodie, and I have the mug, and I have the cap. So I'm gonna start wearing those in the stream. Actually, I love my merch, so I will be wearing it. But I haven't worn it in public. And honestly, my merch is really discreet. Like, it doesn't look like, it's not like some big honking obvious thing. My merch, as I always say, is fashion. So it just looks like some cool branding and some, like I got some cool hip hot, you know, hoodie on, or some really fly cap. So it doesn't, it's not a giveaway. Like, I think if you look at my merch and I didn't tell you what it was, you wouldn't necessarily think that it had anything to do with YouTube. It might just look like some cool brand, you know, it might just look like, you know, Supreme or gear or something. Yes, I always try and be kind to people, because why not, Tan? Why not? It's the least we can do. Life's hard enough. Can't we all just like be kind to like just grease the wheels of the grease the wheels of the evil dystopia that we live in? Can't we just at least make it somewhat pleasant? Oh, I think I've tried giving you advice. Oh no, Kakin, it's okay. I appreciate I appreciate your advice, because your advice is coming from a good place. So that's not what I meant. I mean, people who know you were just trying to be helpful with the stream. But people who know you, they're cautioning you not to go too far out on a limb on this artistic path of whatever you think you're doing in social media. They see it as all very unstable and crazy, and they want to make sure you remain tethered to like the corporate world or to a traditional path. And I get that. They're being cautious, and I guess it looks like, you know, if you see someone doing this every night, maybe it looks like, you know, they're not being fully responsible, which isn't the case. And I have no regrets about starting to do this, and I'm never stopping. Well, never is a strong word, but I'm not going to stop until I've given it my full shot, and I'm pretty darn dedicated. So I think this is going to be a long and fruitful stream. Also, the technology keeps improving, so there's more and more possibility. So for me, I can't imagine not doing this. What brand watch are you wearing today? I don't like to get into labels and brands unless they're going to sponsor the channel. If this watch brand recognizes their product and they want to sponsor this stream, I will be more than happy to tell you. But going forward, I'm not mentioning any brand names that aren't paying me to be mentioned. I mean, it's classic. I guess I will say it's classic. Hey Raid, what's up? Boris is here. Just look at your merch. It says live stream collection on it. Looks like YouTuber merch to me. Boris, your imagination isn't that great. It says stream team. And streaming, it transcends YouTube. They're streaming on Twitch. They're streaming on IG. They're streaming on TikTok. So it's not specific to YouTube. It's just, it says stream team. And it says Kamina Collective. And then it says, what does it say, live stream? But it says Kamina Collective. That could be a lot of things. And also my Discord is called Kamina Collective. So it could be, it's more referencing the Discord that's coming than necessarily YouTube. But I don't think it looks like merch. When I look at other people's merch, I don't think it has that same look to it, because I think the design is really cool and it looks really modern. It looks modern and old-fashioned at the same time. I think there's something very unique about it. And if you think it looks like anyone else's merch, drop a link to the merch that you think is comparable, because I think you're wrong. And I am not going to affirm or deny any watch brand that you name, Cacket, unless they're paying me. It was pretty good, Raid. Mason's back. What's up, Mason? Good to see you. Oh, I forgot. All of you guys coming back is reminding me to pin my donation gateways into the chat. So let me do that, because that's what I do every single night. And the like button is looking a little anemic. Can we beef up the like button? The like button is looking a little flaccid. Can we get the like button up? Can we get it up, get it up, get it up? Thank you. Boost it. Thank you. All right, so let me get into my channel. Listen, yes, it's very important. What state? I go back and forth. Like, I'm a New York City girl, Tan, so New York and Florida both get my time. I have to use all kinds of analogies that men can appreciate to motivate you guys. I have to say, impregnate the like button. I have to say, the like button's looking a little flaccid. Can you get it up, please? I have to say things like that to motivate you. Put your smack down on the like button. Does that work? What exactly does it take to motivate you guys these days? All right, let me see. I'm gonna get this payment gateway information pinned to the chat, and I'm gonna continue to wax on about why I think strangers are so much kinder than people who know you on a regular basis. Also, I think people who know you, they're doing this like unhealthy comparison and unhealthy competition, even though you are not in competition and you're not even doing the same things, you don't have the same goals. But there's just some feeling, I think, like when they see you doing anything that has a lot of output, I think it sort of like shines a light and makes them think, well, wait, what am I doing? She's doing all this stuff. I didn't even know she was doing all that stuff. Am I supposed to be doing a bunch of stuff? Like, people just naturally, I think, are competitive and compare themselves to other people. So I think part of what prevents people who are close to you from being able to just high five you, be supportive, and really run with the idea of you being like ultra successful is because I think they feel called out, or they feel like, well, wait, what am I supposed to be doing something? Like, everyone is self-absorbed and self-interested. So I think it turns a light back onto them, a light that they don't want. You met extremely kind. It can happen. I mean, strangers can be, obviously there's stranger danger, and strangers can be lethal, clearly. But occasionally, at least, through the video medium, I'm never dealing with them in person, but through video, I've just had some of the most kind and thoughtful messages from people, and actual gifts from people. So I don't know, I wanted to just take a little moment and thank all of those people and acknowledge that as much as I do get trolls, I also get amazing, supportive, kind people who just come out of nowhere and say such beautiful things to me that really inspire me. So I wanted to just take a moment and acknowledge that too, because the trolls get a lot of airtime because they're so like foul and funky and like vulgar. But there's some real beautiful spirits out there that do bless this channel and give me all kinds of great messages that inspire me. La 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 la. You're not Kaki? Okay. Thank you, Raid. There's no contouring. There's none. This is my face. Like, I don't know what people think. Like, this is my bone structure, okay? Like, I have high cheekbones, and so because I have high cheekbones, it creates a certain jawline, but there's no shadow, there's no makeup, there's nothing. I don't know what people are seeing that's making people feel some type of way, but this is just my face. So be kind. I don't know, everyone's like an amateur makeup artist or something, and so I guess I don't look like anyone you know, so you're trying to like, you know, figure it out. It's really just a girl with high cheekbones, and everything's coming from that. And also, it's always men too. I'm like, are there like, who are all these men that know about contouring? Like, what is that? I didn't even, I'm a woman and I didn't know about contouring until very, very recently. It took me a long time to learn that. Is that just like basic man stuff now? Are men contouring too? Why would a man even know about contouring? I'm confused. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you. Well, there's that. I mean, I think also like people, well, part of it is that anything that's online or on the web or, you know, on video, everyone's like so conditioned by AI and filters and everything. So everyone assumes everything is artifice, or they want it to be artifice. Like they want to like, they don't want to be fooled. They want to make sure, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is, because I personally don't care what strangers do with their appearance or their image. And I assume that anything I'm looking at online has been manipulated in some way. So I'm okay with that. Whether I'm watching a Hollywood movie or a Netflix series or a television commercial or a YouTube video, I'm assuming that the people are lit and wearing makeup and that there's some kind of post-production treatment given to the content. And I'm okay with it. Like, I don't need, I mean, the whole point is to create something magical that is beyond just your regular mundane everyday reality. That's called entertainment. I don't know why people get so like picky-yoon about like how much of this is real. Like, I guess they would just want you to like be in a burlap sack with like your face freshly washed and just like sitting there to like prove something to them. I don't know, it's weird, but that won't happen. I love my glamour. I'm a girly girl. You're gonna get me like this or you're not gonna get me. That's just how that works. You're not a fan of lip liner. Well, it's like, it's almost the color of my lips. My lips naturally are like that though. It's like, it's a slightly more extreme version of what my lips do anyway. They're darker around the outside because that's where the sun hits, and lighter in the center. So I'm just playing with that whole idea. I'm just emphasizing what's already there. Like it or leave it. I do it for me and I change it up. So if you don't like today's look, you can come back tomorrow because it'll be different. Thank you, Raid. Appreciate you. Okay. Well, also, I'm like, what about what I'm saying? Does anything I actually communicate or talk about mean anything to you? The people that just roll up and have something to say about like, you know, appearance, there's a real feeling of like, you're missing out on the main, you know, the main jam of the channel. You're missing out on the bigger picture here of the content. But I get it. I mean, most people aren't on the internet for anything serious. That's the other thing I had to learn the hard way. That's what took me 315 or 320 consecutive live streams to figure out, is that most people, even though I'm trying to create this global community, and I've succeeded, where people can talk about all these issues, for the most part, people just want to look at cat videos, look at something that's going to be a little stimulating or arousing, and like look at people pratfall and like, you know, break wind and you know, have what do they call them, skits, comedy skits. So that's like the bulk of who's here on YouTube. I'm trying to find those rare gems that are here for a community and to vibe and hang out and actually occasionally have a real conversation, as much as a group of people that are dispersed throughout the world can over the internet. And I think we do a pretty good job of it. Well, whiskey tack, whiskey tack, that is a bold statement, sir. And I will take that effusive compliment and run with it. But I will ask you that. You know, if you know me really well, WSKY, and you know my stream, what would I say to that? I would say, talk is cheap. Why haven't you been in my payment gateways? Why haven't you donated to this beautiful baby channel? Why is your name not green, WSKY? You men are sweet talkers. You're really good at saying the things that ladies want to hear. But when it's time to crack open that wallet and buy me a cup of tea every month, I'm not getting that same enthusiasm. Why is that? that overwhelm their ability to give good advice, converse, it's not their fault. No, I agree, Tom. Yeah, that's true. But I think we can all step up a little bit. Like I think it's great to have a place where you can just come and whenever something happens in the culture, we can talk about it. Like last night, someone asked me about the whole Taylor Swift Travis Kelce marriage, and I feel like I broke that down so well last night that I can't even do a stream about it today. I was gonna make today's stream all about that, but when I watched the playback of yesterday, I was like, I actually covered this in like 3 minutes. I broke the whole thing down, so I don't really think it merits an entire live stream of its own. I think I'll just release what I said last night about it and create a short. But that's just one example of like a trending topic that someone came here into the stream to talk about, and then we could all have that conversation. And I think we're all capable of that, and I think we all want that. Like that's the idea of like the neighborhood bar or the neighborhood watering hole. It's a place where everyone can gather and talk about what's happening in the world, all the big stories, or even talk about the little things that are going on in your life and know that you're going to be supported and heard, and we're going to vibe out and talk about it. Why God creates this life? What do you mean, dear? What do you mean? Do I remember you? Caleb, I do remember you. I think you were here a long time ago, but I do recognize your name. Let's have a drink. I've got some spring water. I've got some spring water here. Mmm. And I should be drinking from my stream team mug is what I should be drinking from. I don't know why I'm not. That's what I should be drinking from. I can't wait to start sporting the merch more. I think it's great. It's so fun. Like the idea, merch sounds hokey, but there is something about it that's really cool. It's its own kind of alchemy, because when you see branded products that reference your live stream or your channel, something about that just makes it seem more real and more viable. Like, it's real. I created something out of nothing. The branded products really do it. You just like saying merch. Well, come the holiday season, you're not just gonna be saying merch. I'm gonna need you to be wearing merch. We're gonna all have to take a picture of like in our stream team hoodies. I really want to put on the community page people wearing their merch. I think it'll be so cute. And also, I'm gonna start having the stream team mug all the time. I love it. It's so cute. So yeah, the other reasons why strangers are kinder, I think, than acquaintances, because like I said, friends are hard to come by and everything is just so fiercely competitive. So I think part of it is that there's just this inescapable competition with people, you know, like even if you're not engaging in it, they're engaging in it with you, and it's inescapable. I thought there was a way around it, or like I could bet to find people who wouldn't do that, but I don't think it exists. It just seems like everyone does it. Everyone does this weird comparison game. It's like, please don't compare yourself to me. I'm not comparing myself to you. Can't we each just be great? Can't we both be great? Oh yeah, well, big time stranger danger, and I only exchange via, you know, virtual channels. I'm not talking about in-person meetings. This is just virtual communication, text messages, emails, that sort of thing. Yes, you can. You know what will put you over the top, Cacket? A super chat. A super chat would kick you right up into #1. Yes. Anyone who's new here, if you wandered in here and you did not press that like button, what are you doing? Like, who do you think you are? Obviously you have free will, so I can't make you press it, but I can just tell you, I can impress upon you the importance of it. It makes a big difference to the channel. It really does. It makes the algorithm go, ooh, ah, oh, I need to send this stream to more places. So there's that. Of course, Cacket. No, really, I'm not trying to. I mean, this is KBC, as in QVC. I feel like every person on the internet, on some level, is trying to generate revenue, because that's what you do. I mean, that's what it is. In some sense, it's commerce. It's community first and foremost, but it's also commerce. So yes, there is that. Okay, good. I don't want you to think I'm, you know, I'm running, running your pockets. I'm not trying to, I believe in giving a fair product for a fair price. So I think supporting the stream is more than warranted. And anyone who wants to get into my channel memberships and see my members only videos and become a member of my channel, get into that. Should I put the membership link into the stream? I think I should. I'm gonna drop that sucker. I want an army of channel members so that my entire stream, all the names are green, showing me that they are channel members. I think that would be so cool. Going for gains, you would do what? You would join my channel? Well, let me get you that membership link, because then you can see all my Bikini Beach live content. Burning up with commerce. Why not? Why not? Yes, I'm summoning all provider energy from across the internet. I am summoning it here. I am manifesting provider energy from the deep nether reaches of the internet, far and wide globally, and I'm summoning them all here to be participants and regular patrons of my channel. There's something very liberating once you are 100% going after what it is that you want, and you no longer care what anyone thinks, and you're just, I won't say, is shameless the word? I used to think shame should make a comeback. I always thought, okay, what's wrong with our society is that people are no longer shameable. Like, no one cares. But as someone who now does not give a flying fizzark, I don't think shame can make a comeback. I don't think I can be shamed. Name a fruit? Okay, I will, but that makes me suspicious. Strawberry. Why am I naming fruits? Why am I naming fruits? Yeah, but I don't think I can be shamed because I just don't care enough about anyone else's opinion. So at that point, I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Shaming only works when, you care what other people think. If you don't, shaming, you cannot be shamed. And I guess in that sense, I am shameless. I'm not sure, Kaka. That was just the first one that came to mind. That was the first one that popped into my head. And as a child, whenever anyone asked me what my favorite fruit was, that would be the answer. That's what I would say. I do like those. I love berries in general, and I think strawberries may be my favorite. Yep. Well, Balsaton and Whiskey Tack. I'm gonna need a more practical expression of your love. Where is my super chat saying I love you? Do you guys know how little it takes to super chat? It takes literally almost nothing. So the fact that you have not put your love and devotion into super chat form is highly suspect. It's highly suspect. And you haven't been into PayPal or Cash App either. PayPal or Cash App. I like turtles too, Joseph. I had a little pet turtle as a child. I like turtles. I think they're really cute. I like the little mini ones. The little ones that are like the entire thing is this big and they like stay that way. I don't know what kind those are, but they're so cute. What are you saying, Raid? Ford Crown Vic's back. What? Riley, Ford Crown Vic. He was in one of my very first live streams. Riley, you should have been here last week. Last week, one night, I had 300 people in here, or 289 to be exact. Brielle can attest to it because she was a witness. And then I got 10,000 views. Riley, the channel's picking up. I'm finally getting some traction on YouTube, Riley. We're running the numbers up. I'm making a run for it, okay? 2026 is the year this channel just takes off to the stratosphere. I've been doing big numbers relative to previously over the last week, Riley. You'd be proud of me. Riley was here, I think, in my third live stream ever, and it was just he and I talking for like a half an hour. And that was back in October 2024. So Riley's super old school, okay? He was in live stream number 3, and now we're at like 320. Riley. Andrew, you little snarky snark. You know good and gosh darn well that I am a woman. And you just had to get your little insult in. Did it rub your spot? Do you feel like you did something, Andrew? I hope you feel good that you did that. I hope you feel good. Hello, Tony Montana. Good to see you. Nice. Congrats, Riley. That's a huge milestone. Yes, you'll be free. Free to start living your life as a man, as a grown man. Do you do lip line? Everyone's into it today. Everyone's all up in my like beauty regimens. What is that about? Is it too strong? Is that what it is? Is it just like no one can take their eyes off of it? But maybe that's good. Whatever makes people stop and comment is good, because there are no bad clicks. There are no bad clicks. Is what you're looking at? What do you mean, Dylan? Are you asking me to tell you what this channel is about and what the topic is about? What are you asking? Okay, let's hear your question, Riley. Since I already crossed the half-hour mark talking about my initial topic for the video, I can open it up. We can talk about anything you want. If you have any questions, super chat them and I'll be happy to answer. And you do know you can super chat for literally like a buck. So there's no excuse. It's not for me. It's not like I'm gonna like enrich myself with these, you know, very minuscule super chats. No, and no. What it does is it boosts the channel's profile and the algorithm. It shows interest and engagement on the part of viewers, and it encourages YouTube to send more people over here into this beautiful corner of the internet that I call home. And it's been working. So when I get those little super chats that I asked for, that I mercilessly asked for, that I so aggressively court, when I get those, I seem to notice the numbers upticking in my stream. That's how I ended up with 289 people in my stream. That's how I got the 10,000 views and the 5,000 views on my playback of the stream. So yeah, let's do this. Why do you hate the... I do not. I don't hate anyone, Joseph. I think hate is a waste of time and energy. Hate poisons the person holding onto it, and it does nothing to their like perceived enemy. I have no time for hate. I don't hate anyone. I mean, I hate ignorance, and I try and dispel it when I come across it, but I don't know anybody well enough to be hating them. And I don't have energy for that. I'm trying to have like a really high vibrating, beautiful spirit. I don't carry hate in my body. Thank you, Tony. I know, Ray. Well, that was just some guy who's like jealous or just being a troll. Some people just can't stand to see someone actually be happy. It like, because they're so miserable, they feel angered about seeing someone genuinely happy, and they have to try and do something to bring that person down. Something to bring that person down so that person feels miserable and validates their experience of life. I'm not falling for it. Thank you, Riley, Ford Crown Vic. I appreciate you. Water or land turtle or sea turtle? Huh. I think this was a, I don't know. It may have been a land turtle. It was like a little mini one. Yeah, I think it was a land turtle. Really? Very nice. A big one? And the big ones I don't really have a thing for. I like the little cute little ones. Well, all right, Raid. 90 years. Wow. Was that like a massive sea turtle? Logan's here. Hey, Logan. What's up? What's up, Logan? And anyone else who's here, we can talk about anything now. I was talking about the beautiful kindness that you can find in strangers that is often more supportive and loving and nurturing and hopeful than what you'll get from people that are like in your immediate day-to-day mundane life circumstance. The people you see at the market, or the people you work with, or the people, you know, that are your casual friend group acquaintances. They can sometimes have a real reluctance to just be happy for you and encourage you on whatever path you're on, because they're in some silent, invisible competition with you that you didn't even know was going on. That's going on a lot. Or because the fact that you're going after something and maybe succeeding with it is making them feel inadequate and like they should be doing something similar, if not exactly what you're doing, but something that's on the path of what they've always dreamed of. So whenever you start going 100% into whatever it is that you want for yourself, you sometimes call other people out, or unintentionally. They just feel taken aback and they feel like it's an indictment of them because you're all making moves and doing all these things, and they feel like called out by you, and so that it angers them and they want to lash out at you. So don't expect to get any kind of like cheerleading and mega support from your immediate circle. What you'll find if you ventured out into this broad world of social media, or you put yourself out there into the world in any way, I don't know what that could be, as an artist, as a politician, as, I don't know, an architect, whatever it is that you're doing, when you subject yourself to public scrutiny, whether public means 5 people or 5 million, be prepared for those in your circle to either criticize or maybe even abandon you. So you have to just be ready. Thomas! Thomas! Thomas always shows people. Thomas, oh my God. Thomas is the realest. Thomas, you knew I was talking about you. Thomas, thank you so much. This stream is dedicated to you, sir. Dedicated to you. Look at Thomas with his badge, with his channel member badge, coming in here with a big old juicy super chat, kicking me up. Yes! Boosting me in the algo. Thank you so much, Thomas. And Thomas really is like the patron saint of this channel. And so the title of this live stream is very much referencing him. Because back when I was doing my, I don't know, my first or one of my, I think, first 5 live streams, Thomas saw and had so many positive things to say and was like, I know you're going to do really well. I know you're going to be super successful. Go for it. I believe in you. And he's been consistently supporting this channel ever since. And he's been so generous with me. I can't even believe it. And he always gives me so much praise and words of encouragement. He's exactly the kind of person I'm talking about. Like, we've never met, but he is honestly like one of the most positive people that I ever deal with. And I'm always moved and always like taken aback by how kind he is. Down syndrome Jesus. Wow. Sir, you need more therapy than I could even imagine. I'm just going to remove you quietly. What yummy ice wizard? Are you having some sort of like frozen dessert? He's an angel is what he is. Thomas is an angel. You misspelled that. You misspelled it. La 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 la. Yeah, you don't get to talk crap about Thomas and then ever comment on my channel again. So you have been permanently banned, DS Jesus. You're out of here, sir. You're out of here. Yes, Thomas is like the model citizen of my stream. If everyone was like Thomas, I would have conquered YouTube already. I would have conquered it already. But I'm going to, slowly but surely, we're building a movement here. My fruit of the moment is kiwi. Oh, I like kiwi. Kiwi's good. It's hard to remove the peel. You have to like get a really nice paring knife to get the peel off, but it is great. Ice wizard. You are low, but some Italian ice doesn't sound bad. I'll grab some. Oh, you just have it on hand? That's funny. Like, Italian ice is one of those things I don't think of people as keeping in their homes. I mean, I guess if you're in Italy, maybe you do. I don't know. I just think of it as like one of those desserts that you only get at like a fair or like a marketplace. It's like farmer's market or something. Like while you're strolling along the streets, it's like something you grab to snack as like a refreshing treat. The idea of having it in your fridge just always accessible to you is kind of funny to me. Certain foods are like that. I associate certain foods with being on a certain location. So the idea of having them in your home just seems weird to me. Like if someone just has like donuts at home, I'm like, really? You have like donuts in your house? I associate them with, I don't know, work or events or something like that. Certain foods I only associate as with external activities, not with being able to have them in your home, even though of course you could. Jim Borghini's back. Jim's a man who actually likes women. Not just horizontally, but he actually enjoys the company of women. I put him to the test. I asked him the tough questions and he gave the right answers. So thank you for being here. Jim is a man who likes women. Jim is not a misogynist. I need more men like Jim. Lala Alexa, I've learned that you can have a lot of oxalates. Interesting. Refresh my memory. What are oxalates and how are they harmful? Tell us, Cacket. Tell us. This has been a crazy week. This has been my best week on YouTube ever. Like, from getting views and engagement in the hundreds to the thousands. This is when I went from the hundreds to the thousands. 12, like, it's like 1,600, and then 5,000, and then 1,600, and then 10,000, and then 2,500. So it's like the game has changed. Except I've learned that Kiwis can, okay, yeah. I can't believe this. It all happened so fast. Now the problem is once you've had 289 in your stream, you get jaded, and you always want that. It's such a rush. I think it's very addictive. I think social media is very addictive because it is definitely like a huge dopamine trigger to see like almost 300 people in your stream. My day's going great, Thomas. How's yours going? How's ATL? No, this is what's up, Charles? Good to see you here. I hope people are pushing the like button as they enter. Charles, Ice Wizard, Mr. Borghini, I hope you press that like button. I'm doing great. I've had a really great week. I had a really great YouTube week. So it's giving me a lot of momentum because obviously I put a lot of time and energy into streaming consistently. And it felt like, oh my God, it finally paid off. Like it started rolling. I feel like I'm rolling now. Now we're rolling. Now, I can build up some momentum like an avalanche, like a snowball creates an avalanche. Nashville, all right. Salute right back at you, Tim. Love that. I would like to visit Nashville. I associate it with country music and little else, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you. It's good and bad? Okay, tell me one good thing and one bad thing. What's a really good thing and a bad thing? I've seen things happen in other people's lives, but now they're happening in mine. Oh, really? What kinds of things, Jim, have been happening in your life? I want to know. Good things, positive things? Like, let's talk about it. I'm curious. I'm trying to create, positive change that's sustainable and that is exponentially increasing. It's definitely more than country, right? Yeah, I assume so. But every city has its little stereotype, and so it's hard for outsiders to see the city beyond that. But I know that it's becoming much more sophisticated and cosmopolitan, and I know that a lot of people from higher cost of living cities have chosen to move there, which I'm sure will affect there's a gentrification process that will happen, so I'm sure it'll affect the prices there, both for housing and every other item. But still, even having said that, I hear that it's a great value as far as a place to live. Yeah. Even if you're not in it for the country, for the twang. Even if you're not in it for the twang. Tim Zab, what are you saying? What's going on? And help me, guys. How do I train y'all to super chat? Because last night, it was fairly busy. Like, I had to go, it got up, 40s, 50s. And sometimes the stream moves really fast. And people will get frustrated with me and say, like, hey, I've been saying that you're not answering. You got a super chat now. Like, and you can do it for like literally, I think $1. So there's no excuse. Don't be stingy with those super chats when it's just $1 to ask your question. Texas? Oh, all right. I want to see Texas too. I want to see Austin, Dallas, and Houston. I'm gonna have to do a Texas run at some point soon. You broke your big toe. How did you do that? Were you playing a sport? Did you drop something on it? Or did someone else like drop something on it? Too close to home and it's too near the bone? What is too close to home? I don't remember. What did I ask? What did I say? Oh, the things you've seen happen. Okay. Well, okay, Maine. It's subjective. I definitely have lips that are bigger than some people's, but I definitely have lips that are smaller than others. Okay, I think those parties are long gone, sir. I have no interest in anything of the sorts. And I think those have been retired because that gentleman is incarcerated. Are you unaware? I'm just going to remove that from the string because it's unseemly and I don't need that energy here. So we'll just get rid of that. I haven't banned you just yet. I'm allowing you an opportunity to redeem yourself and say something that's, useful. He's out now? When did he get out? I feel like if he got out, it would have been bigger news. They haven't even done the sentencing, right? Who needs to relax? I'm very relaxed. I'm a little too relaxed. Like I'm on the verge of sleep because I didn't get much of it today. So the fact that I'm even like this coherent at all, it's a victory. It's a victory. Well, thank you, Mr. Borghini. It's so weird that one person's complained about the liner, the next is telling me how great they are. Yeah, he is not free. He was found guilty of some of the charges, and he has yet to be sentenced for that, as far as I know. That's what I've been told anyway. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. Send me a link to whatever news source you got. That makes sense. Although I would say, okay, Maine, you seem a little immature for that age. You seem a little bit immature. I wouldn't expect someone of that age to be engaging in this. So I don't know what that is. Did you have some sort of developmental challenge at some point, and so therefore you are behind? I don't know. Danny Sanchez is back. Whoop, whoop. Danny's a provider in this stream. He comes in super chats. My super chat guys are my providers. And Danny, I'm going to be adding custom video to the stand source that you can buy it and book it out. And I'll try and get that up. So tomorrow, I'll try and make it so the link is live tomorrow so you can book something. You can order something rather. You'll order it. And I have to think of like how much turnaround time should I give. If you request the video, ASMR or whatever you're requesting, I'm going to give like a few options for you to choose the content of whatever video you ordered for me. And then, let's see, you ordered, I don't know. I'll get back to you on it. I'll get back to you on it. I think I can get it up ready by tomorrow. You're richer? Okay, May? Okay, well, let's see it. Where's the super chat? Let's see a super chat or a super sticker. Okay, May. Give the candle a cute little donation since you're so flush. Let's see it. You trade crypto. That's fascinating. Interesting. All different coins, all different exchanges. Oh, you think so? Okay, Danny, we shall see. I want to price it correctly. So I went to look at other like ASMR ladies and other ladies who do custom videos, like whether it's like for a birthday or whatever the person wants, or like a POV or a read me a story or whatever the case may be. So for people who do those, I wanted to see what the pricing is. So to try and get a ballpark, but I want it to be like reasonable, but at the same time, it's obviously a luxury item because I'm involved. Yes, Danny. It's funny, but I considered it once before, but I didn't think there was be enough of a market for it. But why not? I think it's very straightforward, especially since the end user is kind of doing a lot of the creative work for you because very often they know exactly what they want. So then you can just execute, and there's something nice about that. What can I do? Well, thank you, okay, Maine. I could do a 360. I could do a yoga pose or a 360, sir. Let's see it. Let's see a cute little super chat, okay, Maine. I really want to believe you. And where are you located, okay, Maine? First, super chat, super sticker, or get into my Cash App or PayPal. Do that first. Then tell me where you're from. Cack it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be a live or it'll be a real one, but I have a pool shower now, so I think it's gonna be a pool shower live. Wait, what is that? What is that incredulous what? What are you getting your hackles up and saying what to? Mr. Cackett. And Miss, what is it? Okay, man, you said bet, but I didn't see anything drop down alerting me of a cash app, and I did not see any notification of you know, a super chat. Oh, pool shower live. Yeah, but Charles, that's gonna be members only. Are you a channel member at the insider tier? Because if you're not a channel member at the insider tier, you're not gonna see it. Do a squat. Okay. When you say do a squat, what do you mean? Just like the exercise, like a squat? Yeah, I can do a squat. Sure. Why not? I'll have to see the payment first. Could squats? Your first time here. Well, welcome, Charles. Tonight is not indicative of what normally goes on here. Usually I'm talking about a subject that is worthwhile. You're playing, having too much fun with your... Okay, well, that's good. All right, good. I'm glad it happened for something fun. Danny, thank you. Appreciate you, Danny. Yes, Danny's consistently generous with this channel. He just comes in here on a pretty much nightly basis since he came on board and gives these cute super chats and helps stimulate the algorithm. I'm glad you injured yourself in the line of having a good time, Thomas, and it wasn't anything, dangerous or serious. So that's good. You want to know how to become a member, Charles? All you have to do is follow this link. Boom, become a member. Or you can go to the home page of my channel and just go to where all the links are, and you can choose that. The more, when you say, I've seen that movie, and I think it's very funny. Well, funny in the sense that it points to like the magic and the serendipity of life. And in my own life, I've kind of had some moments like that. Like I've been in really wacky situations where there were either famous people or there were like extenuating circumstances that just seemed too outlandish to be real. But I have had something similar happen to me. So I think that movie is really great, and it really shows something about the magic of life and timing. And even though they took it to an over-the-top nth degree, I do think life kind of works that way. You do always somehow find yourself in these extraordinary circumstances that are just right, you know? Favorite kind of breed? Oh, bread. I don't really eat bread, I try not to eat bread, like, at all, because I'm not gluten intolerant necessarily, but I do feel like it feels heavy in my stomach. So I try not to eat bread, but if I were gonna eat bread, I'd probably eat sourdough because I think it's more easily digestible. So I guess I would say sourdough. Yeah, what do you think? What about you? All right, Charles, well, I'm gonna peace out in about 7 minutes. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Or you have to, I mean, I do this every single night, so you'll have ample opportunity to do it again. But let's see you do it, Charles. Let's see you get in there in the next, 6 minutes and plus seconds. Get drafted into real war and become AP. What? What kind of toys? What do you mean? I'm not a youngin. I'm not a grade school kid. I don't play with toys. It's been 53 minutes. Relate to what, Mike C? Okay, Maine. I think you're getting a little vulgar, sir. That is getting vulgar. That's not what my stream is about. I remove vulgarity. And how dare you start getting vulgar when you haven't even done your part yet, when you haven't even contributed. Why don't you try that? Angus, that is not a nice thing to say to a lady. You're a hater, Angus. You're a hater giving me backhanded compliments, so I'm removing it, but thank you for the engagement. Aw, Tinka Minin, I'm sorry you're upset. I know. You don't spend a lot of time around women because they don't want you around, so you don't really know what a real one looks like. I get it. French bread. That sounds delicious. You got a U? What does that mean? Stromboni. Okay. Vanilla Man, Stromboni. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Kaki. Okay. Cinnamon raisin toast is kind of fabulous. Like, I'm not one to eat bread, but Thomas! Oh my God, Thomas just sent me a huge cash app. Holy crap. Thomas, have you lost your mind? What are you doing, Thomas? Thank you so much. You guys, Thomas just sent me this big old cash app. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it wasn't. It tells you who it's from. Okay, Maine. Nice try. Oh my God, Thomas, Thomas, you are absolutely a saint and an angel. I feel like all the good karma that I've amassed, it's coming, it's like Thomas is the result of the good karma I've amassed in life. He is so kind. I'm still waiting for yours, okay, Maine. I haven't seen it. I don't see yours. But Thomas is gifting the Cash App. He's gifting in the stream. He's a channel member. Get you a Thomas. Everyone get you a Thomas. That's none of your beeswax, Charles. Just imagine it, Charles, and then top it. Imagine it and then try and top it, and I'll tell you if you succeeded. He really is. Thomas he's my OG #1 supporter, and I'm forever grateful. Yes, high five and applause for Thomas. He is just the best. No, it's not. Okay, Maine. Nice try. Nice try. Okay, Maine. I see through you. Okay, Maine. You are not doing it. Oh boy. Okay, I'm starting to think you're like 12 now. You're coming off very pubescent. Very pubescent. Here. You can use this link. You can follow that link. Jeremy, I will not be adding you. It was inappropriate for you to reach out there. We don't have any professional dealings, sir. You're mixing two worlds that don't collide. I don't have one, okay, Maine. But you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can become a YouTube channel member and get access to my bikini content. I don't go below a bikini, so a bikini is where it's at over here, sexy in a wholesome way, okay? You have to use your imagination over here, as you should, as you should. Wow, okay, Cacket. That's like inverse pizza or something. Hello, Weston Paul, how are you? Welcome to the stream, Weston Paul. Glad to have you here. La la la. Cinnamon sourdough toast is I've never had sourdough any flavored sourdough. I can do whatever I want, and it certainly is mine, the real hater, but you are living up to your name. So let me get rid of your hateful comments. Let me get rid of it. Bloop. Okay. Okay, Maine, I will be making nothing of the sort with you, and I'm still waiting for you to donate. You are not a man of your word. The thigh? What about the thigh? Jeremy, why do you feel so comfortable asking these personal questions? And further, what makes you think I would answer when you're not even putting them in Cash App form, sir? Oh, no, I won't. What is going on? Is there like major degeneracy going through? When are you only up for the... Oh my goodness. Really? You're bottoming out, okay, man. You're like, you're circling the drain. You started off being, you know, reasonably engaging, and now you're turned into a full-on degenerate. So rude. Let me get rid of you. Boop. Got rid of the real hater. Charles. Charles, okay. Cinnamon sourdough toast sounds amazing. You recorded a great song before called The Joke. Isn't funny anymore by the Smiths. If you listen to the song, you'd feel my pain. Okay, Jim, I'll have to listen to that song. Now you got me curious. I'm not oiling up Jameson Amoson. And if that's the kind of content you're looking for, why are you on YouTube? Why are you on that big, beautiful, pit of adult content and all kinds of depravity known as the internet? You can find what you're looking for. You won't get it here. There's no OF in this girl's life. Sorry to disappoint you. I know you'd be my biggest, sponsor over there if I were doing it. I don't do that kind of content. Boop. Yeah. What's being said? You're in the Bahamas. Johnny Cake. I think I've heard of Johnny Cake before, but I don't think I've had it. Yes, it is. Weston Paul, why are you spewing misinformation? Why are you spewing misinformation? You know I'm going to delete it. You're just over here making up stories. You're just lying your little tush off. I'm spiritual, not religious. No thumping over here. I am definitely not. All right, Weston Paul, I'm just going to have to let you go. I try and give people grace. I really do. I try and give people grace, but there's not much I can do if you don't take your chances and use them wisely. So that person is now gone. Jeremy, I never said that last part, but you're right. Why should I? Support the channel. Do something good. If you think this channel is a great place to be and you want others to come here, support it. Get into my, memberships. You could become a member for like literally $4.99 a month just to be supportive of the stream. Like you were buying me a cup of tea every month. If I met you in real life, I bet you I could get you to buy me a cup of tea every month. Why won't you do it online? Why won't you? Yeah, I'm not judging people who do that type of content, Garth, but for me, I just wouldn't feel comfortable. It goes against my sensibilities, so I'm not going to do it. But everybody's different. But for me, it would not be something I don't think I could psychologically navigate, and I feel opposed to doing that. So it's just not for me. But to each his own. Oh my goodness, look at this. I passed the hour mark. But like, Thomas just, he inspires me. Like, I'm going to go a little longer, and you guys all have Thomas to thank for it. When a real provider comes in, everyone benefits. When a real provider steps in the building, everyone gets boosted. Jody's here. Jody, I saw you come in the other night, but you went, I think I saw your name go by so quickly, and it was after you'd already pieced out. I will not be discussing numbers. Early OD. Nobody will ever see this, so I'm going to admit that I love the way. Wow. Okay, sir. That's real degenerate talk you got going there. That's degenerate talk. And I pity you, sir. I pity you. Do I have a mod here who can delete that trash from my stream? Let me see if I can get into the stream and get rid of that. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Why would you think I would allow that to stand? That's so foul. What's the difference between spirituality and religion? Well, I mean, I think, obviously this isn't the definitive answer, but I think the main point I'm trying to make when I say that is that I'm not following a doctrine of a group from the past. So I'm not allowing some institution from the past to tell me how to commune with whatever divine spirit I believe to be in existence, whether that's the spirit of nature or something else. So I'm not subscribing to any kind of codified doctrine and allowing other people to tell me how to engage or worship with whatever higher life or higher intelligence I believe is in existence. That's what I mean. I'm doing what I think is right and listening to my own intuition and being guided by that. All different types of music, Jeremy. Very eclectic, literally almost every genre and every time period. Thank you for being here, Kakit. Appreciate you. And I gotta go soon too. So I think I will aim for the 70-minute mark. So I'm gonna do 5 more here before I peace out. Thomas inspired me to keep on going. Be a mod? Jeremy, you haven't been around long enough, like, yet. Regular to someone who's been live streaming for 300 days is not what regular is to you, apparently. Apparently. I love streaming. Aquil says, how can you do that when everything that you interact with affects your spirit? Do what? What do you mean? How can I do what? You're gonna have to clarify. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. You just got on the YouTube live wave, so I guess that's fair. Yes, just keep riding with me. Eventually I will see that you are trustworthy and you're always a positive contributor, and I will just do it naturally. I would say all but one of my mods, it happened organically. I just made them a mod because I felt like they were helping the stream out so much and they were so positive, or they were I could just get a sense of their personality based on all of the comments they were making, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. So I kind of just organically, like, if I see someone's name a lot and I feel like they're always like right on point, eventually I will just hit that button one day while they're here. Good night, Garth. Appreciate you. I will try. I will try and be as productive as possible. And I've got 3+ minutes. I'm about to go see you later. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you for stopping by. It's always a treat to see you. You were always so generous and so kind for me. You're my own personal Santa, and I feel like we have a real very special connection, very special bond, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know or more than I can give words to. There have been so many times when I really needed encouragement or support, and somehow your timing is always impeccable. You come right in when I need you. So I know that there's some kind of divine intervention going on with us. Thank you so much, Thomas. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, my favorite stream team member, my bestie, Thomas. You guys, let's see. Okay, so I've got just over 2 minutes left. Previn's here. I'm clocking that you're here, Previn. Welcome. Or Praveen? Praveen. That's it. Praveen Bobby. How you been, Praveen? Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Good to see ya. This has been a fun night, and this one's been relative to my newfound YouTube success. But this has been a slower night. Sure, Pravin, you could get a fit check if I could get a super chat. And if you're in India, Pravin, I've had super chats in rupees, so there's no excuse. Let's see it. Let's see it. All you have to do is take that same little message that you typed out, fit check, and say, this is for a fit check, Pravin. Woke up, saw. Hey, Bryce, good to see you. Yeah, Bryce, I had crazy week on YouTube. Crazy. I had a night where I had 289 people in here at once. I got a 5,000 view live stream. I got a 10,000 view live stream. And now I'm averaging in the thousands, not in the hundreds anymore. All of a sudden, this all happened within a week. It was pretty crazy. It's been crazy. I don't really know what changed. Something happened. Maybe I was just consistent for long enough. Maybe the algorithm finally figured out what I'm doing over here. I don't know, but I'll take it. Well, thank you, Charles. I appreciate you. We talk about everything, Jeremy. Since this is your first time here, tonight I'm kind of all over the place. I started off talking about why sometimes strangers over the internet are kinder and more insightful than the people you deal with every day in your life. But we've talked about men and women in dating. We've talked about technology. We've talked about sports. We've talked about celebrity news. We've talked about health and fitness. We talked about politics. So it changes every night. I come up with a different subject and we all talk about it. And usually the first half an hour is more strictly on the topic, and then it kind of meanders and becomes an open forum for discussion of almost anything. So it's a global community. I've been doing it, and by it I mean live streaming every night since October of 2024. So I'm on day like 300 and something in a row. I want to say 320-ish, 315-ish, somewhere in there. I have to do an official count. I'm trying to do 365 in a row because that would be a full year. I'm doing it every night, which is pretty crazy. And all of a sudden last week, I hit some algorithmic sweet spot, and I just got mass attended, and my numbers have been up ever since. So it's been great. Just vlog. If you want to boss me around and be rude to me, then gift the channel. Bryce, you're so sweet. Thank you. Is your 4th time here, Jeremy? Well, I'm glad to hear it, and I hope you are subscribed and you have your notifications enabled, so you're going to have many more visits. Imagine coming into someone's stream and telling them to shut up and thinking they're not going to delete you. You've got some nerve there, Mr. Jizz Vlog, JIS Vlog. So let's just teach you a lesson. Let's show you how things really work in this stream. La la la. That's how things work around here. Oh, okay. I was only staying to the 70 mark, and I stayed longer because Bryce came. Always, okay, did I play sports? Yes. I did all kinds of sports in school, but the most seriously competitive sport I did was track and field. I was a sprinter. I danced too, yeah. I did ballet and modern dance, and then I also sprinted 100, 200, 4x100 relay. Yeah. This has been crazy. This is a crazy night. I gotta go because I've been on here for so late. But I've been so blessed. Like, all these people came back. Bryce is here. Thomas came in and like cash apped me and super chatted me. YouTube algorithm has been being nice to me this week, and hopefully that's just the start of much more of that niceness. So you know, things are gonna go well. I'm not gonna say anything about my Zodiac's GSJ210. I'm not putting that data point out there. Or maybe I'll put a false one out there. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. JIS vlog. Oh, now you're coming with the compliments after you told me to shut up. I see what you did there, sir. Really, JS vlog? I don't think I'm gonna be kind to you until you. Well, I might be a Scorpio, or it might be a Cancer, or it might be a Libra. I'm just confusing the issue, Jeremy, because I don't want to say. It's heady stuff. Like, it's a real rush when you've been, you know, kicking the YouTube can down the road and like not getting results, and then all of a sudden you get traction. It's crazy. You think I'm a Leo? I mean, I definitely have maybe a Leo streak, but I'm not a Leo. I don't know. I heard, yeah, I was just putting my business on there. Okay, Jeremy, fair enough. All right, you guys. I got to go. I got to get some sleep. I have so much to do tomorrow. Including, I gotta crank out a members video because I'm way behind on the members video. So I gotta crank out a members video. And to make it up to them, I think I'll do some kind of like poolside chat, and then like there's a pool shower. So poolside chat, and then like a swim and like pool shower. If you want to get in on that, when I do it tomorrow, it'll be live for members, and then it'll become a video for the members. Become a member at the insider tier or higher, and that's $9.99. I feel like so safe. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I mean you no harm, so I am safe. Marcos, if you're gonna say something lewd like that, at least do it in a super chat so I can forgive it. Otherwise, it's just getting deleted, and you're like one step closer to getting banned. All right, on that note, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you so much, everyone. This was a great, great week on YouTube, okay? And it's not even over. I still have Sunday, and Sundays can sometimes pop. So I'm excited. Thank you all for being here. I will see you tomorrow because this is what I do. And I think this channel is about to take off, okay? Mark my words. This channel is about to hit the stratosphere. Marcos, if you want to see some 360s, you're going to need to do some cash apping, PayPaling, or super chatting. Tom Doe, thank you for the fire. I will see everyone tomorrow. Good night, stream team. Bloop.